What's good? It's your girl Debbs and welcome back to my channel. Wait, let's try that again. What's good? It's your girl Debbs and welcome back to my channel. And today, everything just don't want me to be great today. Like, this week has been a lot. It didn't go the way I planned it to go. Stuff is just not working how I wanted it to work. I'm like so stuck. I just feel like, okay, and then we take a deep breath, breathe, think about your life. And I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna be stressing about stuff. Like, I'm just gonna get on camera and I'm just gonna start talking. So here I am. But how is your week going? Like, how is y'all week going? Like, if you wanna tell me how your week is going or your week has been or whatever, leave it down in the comment down below. I'm interested in what y'all doing because you guys are my supporters and I really love you, and I really care about what's going on in your life. Like, did you have a good week? Did you have a bad week? So leave it down in the comments down below so I can get to know y'all more, but yeah, like, this is how YouTubers really be sitting trying to figure out content. Like, I mean, I'm not necessarily sitting here trying to figure out what to say because I do have a lot to say, a lot to share about myself, my life, but I'm trying to go in like orders. Like, I have specific orders that I'm trying to follow. So it's like this week, like, the way I planned everything to go, it just didn't go as planned. So I couldn't really work on the topic that I was trying to work on, but I will make sure I have that down for next week because I feel like there are certain things you need to know before we can just start jumping to different types of things. Like, that's why I started, I think my first video was knowing who you are and then loving yourself, because why would I talk about loving yourself if you don't even know who you are? So I have like an order I'm trying to go in. The beginning stages are kind of dry, it's kind of dry, it's stuff that people probably don't want to hear. Like, okay, this girl is boring, but I promise y'all, we gonna get lit, I promise y'all. But these are just basics. I'm thinking like for people who are completely broken, like I was once upon a time, like I was once in my life, so I'm thinking about those people like from ground up and not just people like on my level. So that's why I'm starting from scratch, and we cooking it up, so one at a time. But like I said, this week I've been focusing on school, trying to just get myself together. I do have exams coming up next month, so I'm trying to stay focused and study because y'all, oh my god, like, if I could show y'all my books right now, I would take a picture and I would probably post it like at the end of the video so y'all can see. It's like I borrowed the whole library, just reading books, trying to get myself together, watching YouTube videos. Like, do y'all be feeling that sometimes too? Like, when you're studying or something, you just get so stuck that you try to look at every book you could look at, you try to ask every person you could ask, you try to look at all YouTube videos, and sometimes you still don't get it. And it's like, okay, you start sitting there contemplating your life, like, is college really for me? Like, do I really want to do this? So I'm sticking in there, trying to stay positive on all you do, because it is going to be worth it at the end. Like Pastor Gary, just like he told me today, that change is hard at first, change is hard in the beginning, messy in the middle, and glorious in the end. Just take a moment to let that sink in. Change at first can be difficult, it can be different, we're not used to it, so it's hard. In the middle, it's messy, like we're trying to get ourselves together, we're on and off constantly, trying to change, trying to figure out that balance, where we're at. But once we get it together, the end is going to be glorious. Like he said, like, you're going to be happy that you did what you did. You're going to see that the change was worth it. it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of patience. We just have to be patient. We just have to wait to see that there is something better on the other side of change. But I think I'm gonna make that to be a topic by itself, because I feel like you can say way more about that topic, and that is something that is really our problem nowadays too. I'm gonna say is change. Like, we're all scared of change. We all just want to stay. We all just want to stay in our comfort zone. You know, nobody trying to go out. You know, like, we're here to help each other grow. Here to help each other be better people. So that is definitely going to be a topic I'll be talking about. I'll see where I can fit that in. This video is super different from all my other videos. It's really different because I just decided to be free this time. I decided to be more free this time, and like, I am not about to set up my ring light. I'm not about to try to be looking cute or whatever. Like, I'm like, it is what it is, and I just hopped on the camera, put my little lamp behind my camera, and so I just want to let everybody out there know, anybody who's going through anything or struggling right now, or you're thinking that there's no purpose for your life, just stick in there, because at the end of the day, God knows the plans that He has for you. He knows the plans that He has for you, that they're of hope and of future, not of evil. You know, that is something that we need to understand too. We always have this plan for our life, and you know, if it don't go the way we planned, then we're disappointed, then we're upset, then we think there's no other way to where we're trying to get to. But we have to understand that the plan that we write out for ourselves, I used to say it's not a plan, it's just a rough draft. The real plan is with God. He's the one who knows the real deal. Like, he like, while you're sitting there planning, He's probably looking down at you like, go ahead, do what you want to do. Like, okay, you think you finna go there, you think you finna go that way, but okay, do what you do. You know, because he has the plan for you, and that's another topic I'm gonna talk about. Because if we don't understand that part, that the stuff we have planned for ourselves might not be what God wants for us, we're gonna think life is so harsh. We're gonna think that nothing ever works for us. We're gonna think that we're a failure because we couldn't do what we wanted to do, or we didn't accomplish what was on our list. You know, like, let's say on your list you have like, oh, in 2 years I want to graduate, but in 2 years you just started a new major, you know, so now you feel like a failure. Now you feel like you wasn't good enough, you wasn't smart, or whatever the case is. But we have to know that might just be God telling us that that's not what He wanted for us at that point. Maybe He's telling us that He has another plan for us. And something else that we need to understand is that when we go through things, I've learned this a long time, but I always constantly remember every day that when we go through things, God knows why we go through things. It's for a reason that we don't see it. I'm gonna use me as an example real quick. Like, for everybody who don't know, now you finna know that I repeated the 11th grade because I just wasn't doing good. But you know, at first I was scared to say like but that's my story, that's my life. I have repeated the 11th grade, and I'm not gonna say it was because I wasn't smart enough or anything like that. I was trying to come up with all types of excuses why, you know, like, I couldn't make it. I was telling the teachers like, oh no, I found out I had anemia, and you know, it causes me not to think, and like, trying to come up with all excuses. You know, I'm over here crying like, God, if you just let me go to the 12th grade, I promise I'm gonna study more, blah 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 blah. I was just like, okay, daughter, okay. So the day came, they told me that I had to repeat, and I was like, really, God? Like, really? After I told you I was gonna study more, and you still gonna let me fail? But the thing about it is, after I repeated the second time, well, you know what I mean. When I was going to go to 12th grade that year, I was actually so grateful to God for not letting me make it to the next class, grade, whatever. That's something else I hate. Like, when you know different languages, it's like words are different, so you know you be saying different types of things. So just bear with me. Grade, class, whatever it is, all same thing. So I was in 12th grade, and I was like, I thank you guys so much for not letting me make it through the 11th grade, because I realized that I didn't understand the basics, and in order to understand the 12th grade, you have to understand the 11th grade, because if you don't, you're gonna be lost in the 12th grade. So, you know, all my friends, everybody passed that class, and I was the only one who didn't. So I felt some type of way, like, you know, first, you know, I'm the only black kid, then I'm the only one who didn't make it. Like, I felt like I just didn't fit in. And that went with a lot of things that might be another video as well, because like I tell you, I got so much that went on with me. But what I'm trying to bring out is that God knows what he's doing. At that moment, he'd rather let us go through temporary pain and have everlasting joy and happiness than to let us have that temporary joy and be in pain forever, or hurting, or paying for, you know, what we don't need to be paying for. Because imagine he let me go through, I would have been happy for the moment, but in 12th grade I would have been super lost, and then I would have to repeat the 12th grade, and it's like, how can I I don't even understand the basics. So it's like, now I'm taking it again, and it's like, you know. But me repeating the 11th grade, I understood the second time. I'm like, oh, that's what that was. Like, oh, that's what that was. So I started understanding, and I started applying, and I started studying the right way, and then I made it. And then when I got to the 12th grade, I understood everything. I was building on top of everything I already knew, you know. And the funny thing is, some people who went to the 12th grade, they repeated the 12th grade because they didn't know the basics. So basically, we still met at the same place. The difference is, I repeated the 11th grade, and they repeated the 12th grade. So it's like, I'd rather repeat the basic than repeat the hard stuff. So it's like, what was y'all rushing to, you know? So at the end of the day, I still won. And that's something we need to get, that when we go through things, it's just temporary pain, but at the end, we're going to come out with flying colors. At the end, we're going to thank God for what he did, because in the process, it grows you, it makes you stronger, it shows you who you are, it shows you what you're capable of. It just, you know, allows you to be a different person, molding us to be a different person, and that's the whole point. But you know, we as natural people, we don't get that, because we see something and we want it now. We see something, that's how we want it. That we just want to get it, you know. And when it don't happen, now we're trying to blame God. Yo, you were supposed to be looking out for blah, 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 blah. But he is looking out for us. That's the sad part. That's the thing we don't get, that he is looking out for us. When stuff don't go the way we want it to go, he is looking out for us. Because if he didn't love us and he just let us go through that temporary joy, we will be blaming. It's like seeing your kid, if you guys have kids, or this is just a general example. If there was a kid trying to touch fire, you wouldn't let them touch the fire. You know, they might want to touch it at that moment. They might really want to touch it, but you knowing better, are you really gonna let them touch it? And when they grow older, they're gonna be like, yo, thank you mom, thank you dad, or thank you whoever was watching me for not letting me touch that fire, because you knew it was bad for me. You knew it was going to harm me at that time, you know. And that's how we have to see it, that God, he knows. He goes before us, and he knows what he's doing. So that's something we need to learn, so we could have a better life and understand life more and in God's perspective. And I had to learn that, and these are the things that allow me to live a better life. Like, people always wonder, like, oh, like, I'm so sweet, or I take life so easily or something, but it's not that. Like, if you have met me before, boo-boo, I was dark like this weight. I'm holding it now. Dark like this weight. like, I might talk about that too, like, in future, about my life, how I stepped from darkness into light, because I'm telling you, I've been through a lot. I don't look like it. A lot of people don't know. My family don't even know. But it's all good because it's all a testimony to share with people, so people can get better, people can see light. And you know, there's no need to be ashamed of what you went through or you're going through, because God is just using situations to help other people. And if he can't use you, who is he gonna use? You know, so it's like, and if we're especially Christian believers, if you're saying, God, use me, he is using us. It might not seem cute, like you telling God, use me. He's using you. He's using you. Like, you have to go through, if you want to be able to relate to people, to understand people on that level, you have to go through certain things to be able to relate to them when you come in contact with people like this. Because people who went through something have experience on something can relate more to someone who is going through the same thing rather than someone who just heard it or read it on the internet. You know, they won't really know how it feels. You know, so life, we have control over our life. We just have to watch what we say and speak into our lives. We have to watch the words we use, and we have to watch what we're asking God for, you know. So we can't blame him for nothing because we asked it for ourselves. If you're talking about something, I want to be a counselor, or I want to be psychologist. How you going to be a psychologist if you don't go through things in life? Like, yeah, you can go to school, you can learn what you gotta learn, do what you gotta do, have all the book knowledge, but it's actually something different when you have experience and can relate to the people who come to you, because then they can really know that you know, like, you really understand how they feel. Because some people, you'd be like, you know how you tell some people, like, yeah, I feel you, I understand what you're saying. They're like, no, you really don't know. But if they know that you went through the same thing, they will feel more comfortable talking to you, opening up to you, because you've been through the same thing. So just a little nugget for tonight, or morning, whatever day, whatever time you're watching this, just know that whatever you're going through, it's not to break you, it's not to make you look worse than your friends or your family or anything. It's just because God sees greater in you, and he's just trying to build you. He's just trying to grow you to that person, to that capable person you are. But you have to stay strong, and you have to keep pushing, because if you don't, you're just going to stay on that same level. But if you push forward, you'll be able to look back in years and be like, I went through that, I overcame that, I'm more than a conqueror. But if you don't, what can you say about yourself? You know, so hang in there, stay in there. You never know what you're going through. I know it sounds crazy, but you never know for who it is. You never know for what it is. Just instead of focusing on the problem, focus on what you're supposed to be learning out of it, who you can help with it. You know, because if you're trying to have kids in the future, it could be even a help to them. You can tell them what you went through. You can help them out. You can tell them what to do, what not to do, what route to take, what route not to take, based off your experience. So no matter what it is that you're going through, don't worry. Just know that it's all going to be worth it at the end. It's all for a good reason. It's all for you to learn a lesson, and it's all for you to be great if you want to be great. God never does anything to break us or to, you know, like, make us feel bad about ourselves. He's only trying to bring out the best in us. And until we realize that, we're going to think life is just, like I said, harsh. So that's all I have for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all don't be commenting though. Like, I don't be seeing comments. I only see comments for a few people. It's like, y'all be breaking my heart. But anyways, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to turn on your post notification. Make sure to turn on your post notification. Hit that bell. Make sure to get all of my videos, not just occasionally. Because I know I saw something like that, like occasionally, all, or whatever it said. Make sure you click all. Be sure to share this to your family, to your friends, because I believe everybody needs to hear this. And also, if you guys have any video ideas that you want me to do or anything like that, just let me know in the comments down below too. Don't get too crazy, because I'm going to be choosing. But, you know, just to have some ideas, like what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear me talk about, or anything like that. So Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and since it's nighttime, I'm gonna say have a great night and see you guys next week.